I'm Jonathan Madera, and PTV starts now.
PHS. Today is November 16th, 2018. I'm Xandra Kurtz.
And I'm PTV's Kaylin Curley. Starting off our show, we are going to recap the advisory meetings going on right now. PHS Pep Club, you are meeting in the Aux Gym. Alpha Delta Rho, you guys are meeting in room 120. PHS FTA is meeting in room 223. GDC, you are in room 146. And our PTV crew is right here in the studio, bringing this show to you right now.
Taking you back to our last show, Miss Unsicker had the winning answer to our PTV Trivia Prize, so her class was rewarded with a bag of fresh cinnamon donuts. Videographer John Madera was behind the lens and captured this video for us as our PTV crew dropped off the prize. We hope that you enjoyed these savory treats of appreciation from our crew as a token of watching our show each week.
Looking back at the last PTV trivia question we asked you, it was, what is the most popular Halloween candy? The correct answer is Skittles. Important to note, we based the answer on our source, which was thedailymeal.com. The lucky winning room is Mrs. McKenzie's advisory class. Great job. You will be receiving a prize for your whole advisory class anytime now. We had a lot of people participate in the last trivia question, and that's what our crew really likes to see because we know you are watching. Looking at the lunch for today, we will be having pepperoni pizza, green beans, and anything from the fruit and veggie bar. PTV's multimedia journalists Kelsey Vance and Xander Kurtz hit the halls to see which of you were able to guess a bizarre, fun, or unique fact about a particular member of our PHS teaching staff. Let's check out episode 3 of this season's Guess That Teacher segment.
This teacher is candidate for Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Mike Dita, Roger Staubach, and had dinner with Bill Murray.
Wow. This teacher, Mr. Olson?
Yes.
Yes!
This PHS coach broke the same bone in both feet, different years, doing the same sport.
Is it a he or she?
It's a he.
Mr. Wolf.
No.
Mr. Van?
No.
Mr. Bagwell.
I don't know if he was a coach. No. He also recently just had twins.
Mr. Singleton.
No.
Mr. Bales?
Bales?
No.
All right. This PHS coach and staff member had open heart surgery as an infant, and her parents' names are Ken and Barbie.
Staff member.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess. You said it was a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess Mrs. Hilliard.
Yes.
Staff member.
Okay, this PHS teacher
Okay.
has had students go to a NASA competition, and she's had NASA come to her classroom.
Mrs. Cartwright?
No.
Teacher?
Yeah. Science teacher.
NASA, like is in space.
NASA.
So it probably is a science teacher.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now I have to think who the science teachers are. And it's a woman? I have no idea. Because half the science teachers I can think of aren't here anymore. I don't know.
Good job, ladies. We look forward to other episodes this school year.
For today's show, we're trying something new and shining the light on a former PHS alumni, Blake Millizer, who is spurring up the indie pop music scene with his band Chattoo Chattoo. PTV's multimedia journalist Jonathan Madera joins us with more. John?
Chateau Falls lead vocalist Blake Millizer, who graduated from PHS in 2014, Alex Hampy, St. Emery, Tom Hopper, Miles Hampy, and Blues Muse. The band currently has 2 singles out on the streaming services, with their debut single Crisis Party about to pass 33 streams on Spotify alone. They are planning to release singles off their upcoming EP titled Evidence, starting January 2019. The band is currently signed to a small Amsterdam-based label.
Thanks, John. That was interesting. If you would like to follow Chattoo Chattoo, you can check them out on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, Facebook, and Bandcamp.
Attention juniors, you will soon be meeting with the guidance department for your junior audits. They will begin on Tuesday, November 27th through Friday, November 30th. This is when you'll be meeting with your counselors to review your second semester schedule, and you'll be picking your classes for your senior year. North Central Area Vocational Cooperative representatives, Ancilla College, Ivy Tech, and IUSB are just some of the people who will be here to speak to you about your future.
Good morning, PHS. I'm PTV's Ruben Herrera.
And I'm PTV's Jacob Deacon, and we're back with PTV Sports. Tomorrow, the JV wrestling team will be heading to West Noble to participate in an invitational taking place at 9 a.m. At the same time, the varsity wrestling team will be participating in an invitational at Culver Academy. Then at 11 a.m., the 9th grade girls basketball team will be going up against the Valparaiso Vikings here at home. And then moving to our evening lineup, the girls JV and varsity basketball teams will also be taking on Valpo here at home at 6:30 p.m. This past Saturday, Xandra Kurtz and Kelsey Vance represented PTV Sports at the Notre Dame game.
Not only was it senior night here at Notre Dame, but it's also the seniors' last night to play here on Notre Dame Field. Senior Justin Yoon has returned from injury, and starting quarterback Ian Book was out with an injury.
Special moment to look up to my family and give them a fist bump, and for a moment there just realize what we've accomplished, but there's just felt like so much more yet to be done, and it really felt like standing on that field there was a bigger celebration awaiting us in the future. I hope to leave a lasting legacy of a man who just works to leave things better than he found it, a man who loves the Lord and loves others, and puts others before himself, and if I can leave my teammates better versions of themselves and leave this place a better place than I found it, I think I'm doing what my parents taught me growing up.
Yeah, no matter what sport, if you're a competitor, you don't want to get. I know it'd be looked at more than. I'm not a selfish person, so I think whatever it took for me to benefit the team and help the team out in any way to get us to where we are today, I think that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to be that negative little thing in the team, in the locker room that's always pounding. So I want to keep the spirits high.
Really, it's just my mental game, getting in the film room, working my technique day in and day out. we understand that, obviously being a receiver is tough. Our legs are going to get tired, but, if you have your technique, there's a lot of things you can do just beating people with technique. But, also, that's a lot of, credit goes to Coach Long and Coach Alexander, for coaching us up every day. And, they're hard on us, but, we get results. We're not satisfied. Every Tuesday when we go out to practice, we know we want to get done. We know each week is going to be harder than the last week. All eyes are on us. We got a bullseye on our back, and we can't be the same team every week in order to, get where we want to go. So we have to get better each week.
With the victory in their last home game, it makes it extra special when they can win all of their home games in their senior year. That certainly was a goal this year. As we laid out our goals, it was to beat Michigan, to win all of our home games, and to win in November. We've clicked off 2 of those goals. We're halfway there on the 3rd. What does it mean to him? He's a competitor. First and foremost, he wants to win for his teammates. He wants to win for Notre Dame. He's a great teammate. He's been that way all year, whether he's in a starting role or a backup role. So, that's why I took a timeout to take him out of the game, because he deserves that kind of recognition for him to step in and he led our football team when we needed him. So he should feel great about what. Look, it's not an individual game. There's 22 players out there, but he had a big hand in it.
Notre Dame still has 2 games left of the season, which are both on the road. This is PTV reporter Kelsey
Notre
Vance.
Dame is ranked 3rd in AP polls. Their next 2 opponents, Syracuse is ranked 12th and USC is not ranked.
Notre Dame certainly has potential to go to a bowl game this year.
It's time for your favorite PTV segment.
That's right, PHS. It's time for the one-on-one segment. I'm Jacob Deacon here with Bryce Carmichael for the one-on-one segment. Bryce, Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Who's the funniest person on the varsity basketball team?
Clay Hilliard.
Pudding or Jell-O?
Pudding.
What is your go-to meal before every basketball game?
Mila's.
Jimmy John's or Subway?
Jimmy John's.
What aspect of your game comes easiest to you?
Defense.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Papa John's or Little Caesars?
Papa John's.
Who's your role model in life?
I don't have one.
Frozen yogurt or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Black Ops 4 or Fortnite?
Black Ops 4.
If you could have one superhero, what would it be? Superpower.
Invisibility.
How long would it take you to run a mile?
About 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
And that's all the time we have. Tune in next week for another one-on-one segment.
And that's all the sports we have for you this week, PHS. I'm PTV's Ruben Herrera.
And I'm PTV's Jacob Deacon.
And we'll see you next week.
The month of November is already halfway over, and Thanksgiving will be here next week. So that is the inspiring topic of our PTV trivia question for this week. What is the name of the nation's oldest Thanksgiving parade currently called? When you find the correct answer, fire it to us at phsmarketing.plymouth.k12.in.us. Again, this week's question is, what is the name of the nation's oldest Thanksgiving parade currently called?
Good luck, everyone. We hope our questions get you in the mood for Thanksgiving, or at least hungry for Thanksgiving food.
Well, that's a wrap of our show this week. I'm PTV's Xandra Curtis.
And I'm PTV's Kaylin Curley. See you right here next week, PHS.